In Thailand and Laos, candles are offered at the start of Buddhist Lent, creating one of Southeast Asia's most meaningful rainy season traditions. In Thailand and Laos, Buddhist Lent is one of the most important periods in the religious calendar. It marks the beginning of a 3-month rainy season retreat, when monks traditionally stay in their temples to study, meditate, and follow a more disciplined monastic life. For local communities, this is also a time for merit-making, temple visits, donations, prayers, and self-reflection. One of the most meaningful traditions during this period is candle offering. In Thailand, this tradition has grown into spectacular candle festivals, especially in Buban Ratchathani, where giant wax sculptures are paraded through the city. In Laos, the celebration is often more intimate and temple-centered, with families making offerings to monks and beginning a quieter season of spiritual practice. So in this video, we'll explore what Buddhist Lent means, why candles became so important, how Thailand and Laos celebrate it differently, and how travelers can experience this festival with respect. Buddhist Lent is known in Thailand as Khao Phansa and in Laos as Boun Phansa. It usually begins around the full moon of the 8th lunar month during the rainy season. In Theravada Buddhist tradition, this period marks the time when monks remain in one monastery for about 3 months. Historically, this was practical as well as spiritual. During the rainy season, travel became difficult, roads became muddy, rivers rose, and farming fields were full of new crops. By staying in one place, monks avoided unnecessary travel and focused more deeply on meditation, study, chanting, and discipline. For lay people, Buddhist Lent became a meaningful time to visit temples, make offerings, listen to sermons, and renew personal commitments. Some people also choose to give up alcohol, reduce harmful habits, or focus more on religious practice during this period. In Thailand, Buddhist Lent is called Khao Phansa, and candle offering is one of the most visible traditions connected to this period. Across the country, people visit temples to make merit, offer candles, robes, food, and daily necessities to monks. But in some provinces, especially Buban Ratchathani, the candle tradition has become a major cultural festival. The Buban Ratchathani Candle Festival is one of the most famous Buddhist Lent celebrations in Thailand. Instead of simple candles, local communities and artists create large wax sculptures, often carved with Buddhist stories, temple designs, mythical creatures, and traditional Thai patterns. These candles can become enormous works of art. They are not only religious offerings, but also expressions of craftsmanship, local identity, and community pride. During the festival, the wax sculptures are displayed and paraded through the city, accompanied by traditional music, dancers, cultural performances, and crowds of local people and visitors. What makes the Thai celebration special is the scale. The spiritual meaning remains at the center, but the festival also becomes a public celebration of art, faith, and community. For travelers, this can be one of the most impressive ways to experience Buddhist culture in Thailand. But it is important to remember that this is not only a parade. Behind the beautiful wax sculptures is a religious tradition connected to the beginning of Buddhist Lent, the rainy season retreat, and the relationship between local communities and temples. In Laos, Buddhist Lent is known as Boun Phansa, and the atmosphere often feels quieter and more temple-centered than the large candle parades in Thailand. This does not make it less important. In fact, Boun Phansa is one of the most meaningful religious observances in Laos. On this day, Lao families visit temples early in the morning to make offerings to monks. These offerings may include food, sticky rice, candles, incense, soap, towels, toothpaste, and other daily necessities that monks can use during the rainy season retreat. One common offering is khao tom, sticky rice wrapped in banana leaves. The focus in Laos is often less about spectacle and more about merit-making, family participation, and the relationship between the local community and the temple. People dress respectfully, bring offerings, listen to chanting, and take part in ceremonies that mark the beginning of Buddhist Lent. For many Lao people, this period is also a time to live more mindfully. Some people avoid alcohol, focus more on temple visits, or make personal commitments during the 3-month retreat. In places like Luang Prabang, Vientiane, and many local villages, the beauty of the festival is often found in the details. Monks chanting inside temple halls, families preparing offerings before sunrise, candles and incense placed carefully before Buddhist images, quiet temple courtyards filled with devotion rather than performance. So while Thailand may be more famous for large candle festivals, Laos offers a more intimate view of Buddhist Lent. It shows the festival not only as a visual event, but as part of everyday spiritual life. Thailand and Laos share the same religious foundation behind Buddhist Lent. In both countries, the season marks the beginning of the monks' rainy retreat. In both places, people visit temples, make offerings, support monks, and use this period for merit-making and reflection. But the feeling can be very different. Thailand's candle festivals, especially in Ubon Ratchathani, are more public, artistic, and visually dramatic. The candles become large wax sculptures, and the festival becomes a major cultural event with parades, performances, and visitors from many places. Laos often feels more intimate. The ceremonies are centered around local temples, family offerings, morning rituals, chanting, and daily acts of devotion. So if you want to see a spectacular cultural festival, Thailand may feel more impressive. If you want to experience a quieter and more spiritual side of Buddhist Lent, Laos can feel deeply meaningful. Neither one is better. They simply show two different ways that Theravada Buddhist communities continue the same tradition. One through large-scale public art and celebration, the other through temple life, family offerings, and quiet devotion. What makes Buddhist Lent candle offerings so unique is the way it connects religion, community, art, and everyday life. In Thailand, wax becomes sculpture. A simple candle becomes a work of art carried through the streets. Communities spend time preparing, carving, decorating, and celebrating together. In Laos, the same tradition becomes quieter but no less meaningful. Families bring offerings to temples, monks begin their retreat, and communities enter a season of reflection. Across both countries, the candle becomes the symbol that connects everything. It gives light to monks. It represents wisdom. It creates merit. And it marks the beginning of a sacred period in the Buddhist calendar. That is why this festival is important, not only because it is beautiful to watch, but because it reveals how deeply Buddhism is woven into daily life in Thailand and Laos. Buddhist Lent candle offering in Thailand and Laos is more than a seasonal festival. It is a reminder of the relationship between monks, temples, families, and communities. In Thailand, the tradition shines through spectacular candle parades and wax sculptures. In Laos, it appears in quieter temple offerings, morning rituals, and family devotion. Different countries, different atmospheres, but the same central meaning, offering light at the beginning of a season of reflection. And if you are traveling through Thailand or Laos during this time, don't see it only as a photo opportunity. See it as a chance to understand one of the most meaningful Buddhist traditions in Southeast Asia.